भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम सच्चिदानंदरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। श्री वेदव्यास शुकदेव सूतादि मुनिभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। ओम परब्रह्मानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं भागवत पुराणस्य अष्टमस्कन्धस्य पारायणम् एकादशस्कन्धस्य अध्ययनं करिष्यामहे आदौ पारायणम्। Let us chant this seventh chapter of 8th skandha for Parayanam. Let it take 6 minutes and then we see the 11th skandha study for some time. In this today, the portion is the KSHEERA Mathanam. And while doing so, how Bhagavan comes and helps them from every direction, including the arrival of Kalakota, Bhagavan Shiva taking all that is there in this chapter. So enjoy the chanting. Oh, and here we see the Bhagavan taking the Kachapa avatar. So the second avatar also, that's what we see here. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam Ashtamaskandha Atha Saptamodhyayah Ksheerasagara Mathana Prasangah. Om Sri Shukavacha Om Tenagaraja Falabhagena Vasukim Pariviya Girau Tasmin Netramabdhim Mudanvitaha Arebhire Surayatta Mathitum Temrutarthinaha Harihi Purastar Jagruhe Purvam Devastato Abhavan Tannaichandaityavatayaha Mahapurusha Cheshtitam Nagrunimo Vayam Pucham Ahirangam Amangalam Swadhyaya Shuta Sampannaha Prakhyata Janma Karma Bihi Iti Tushnim Stitan Daityana Vilokya Purushottamaha Smayamano Visrujyagram Ucham Jagraha Samaraha Krutasthana Vivagaste Evam Kashyapanandanaha Mamantu Paramayataha Amrutartham Payonidhim Mathyamanirnave Sodrihi Anadharohi Apo Avishato Dhriyamanopi Balibhihi Gauravat Pandunandana Te Sunirvinna Manasaha Parimlana Mukhashriyah Asan Swapaurushe Nashte Daivenati Baliyasa Vilokya Vignesha Vidhim Tadeshwaraha Duranta Viryo Avitatha Visandhi Krutva Kachavamadbhutam Mahatu Pravishyato Girimujjahara. This is a shloka in which Bhagavan takes Kachavavatara and lifts the Pahad, the Mantarachalam, from sinking into the ocean. Tamutthidam Vikshya Kulachalam Punaha Samudyata Nirmathitum Surasuraha Dadhara Prushtena Salakshayojana Prastarina Dvipa Ivaparo Mahana Surasurendrair Bhujavirya Vepitam Paribhramantam Girimanga Prushtadaha Vibhratadavartamanadi Kachapaha Vartanam Adi Kachapaha Menenga Kandoyanama Prameyaha Tatha Surana Vishada Surena Rupena Tesham Balaviryamirayan Uddipayan Devagananscha Vishnu Daivena Nagendra Mamodharopaha Uvaryagendram Giriradivanyaha Akramya Hastena Sahasrabahu Tastau Devi Brahma Bhavendra Mukhyahi Avishtuvatbihi Sumano Bhivrishtaha Uvaryadashchatmani Gotra Netrayoho Parenate Pravishata Sameditaha Mamanturabdhim Tarasa Madotkataha Mahadrinakshobhita Nakra Chakram अहीन्द्र साहस्र कठोर दृङ्मुख श्वासाग्निधूमाहतवर्चसोऽसुराः पौलोम कालेय बलिल्वलादयः दावाग्निदग्धाः सरला इवाभवन् देवांश तच्छ्वासशिखाः तप्रभान् धूम्राम्बरस्रग्वरकञ्चुकाननान् समभ्यवर्षन् भगवद्वशाघनाः वपुः समुद्रोर्मिपगूढवायवः मथ्यमानात् तथा सिन्धोः देवासुरवरुतवैः यदा सुधा न जायेत निर्ममन्ताजितः स्वयं मेघश्यामः कनकपरिधिः कर्णविद्योतविद्युतो मूर्ध्नि भ्राजत् विलुलितकचः स्रग्धरो रक्तनेत्रः जैत्रैर्दोर्भिर्जगदभयदैर्दन्तशूकं गृहीत्वा मथ्नन्मथ्ना प्रतिगिरिवा शोभताथोद्धृताद्रिः निर्मत्यमानादुदधेरभूत् विषं महोल्बणं हालहला हवमग्रतः सम्भ्रान्तमीनोन्मकराहि कच्छपादु तिमिद्विपग्राह तिमिङ्गलाकुलात् तदुग्रवेगं दिशि दिश्यु पर्यतः विसर्पतुत्सर्पदसह्यमप्रति भीताः प्रजा दुद्रुवरङ्गसेश्वरा अरक्ष्यमाणाः शरणं सदाशिवं विलोक्य तं देववरं त्रिलोक्याः भवाय देव्याभिमतं मुनीनाम् आसीनमद्रावपवर्गहेतोः तपोजुषाणां स्तुतिभिः प्रणेम्युः प्रजापतय ऊचुः देवदेव महादेव भूतात्मन् भूतभावना त्राहि नः शरणापन्नान् त्रैलोक्यदहनात् विशात् त्वमेव सर्वजगतः ईश्वरो बन्धमोक्षयोः तन्त्वामर्चन्ति कुशलाः प्रपन्नार्तिहरं गुरुं गुणमय्या स्वशक्त्यास्य सर्गस्थित्यप्ययान् विभो धत्से यदा सदृग्भं भूमन् ब्रह्म विष्णु शिवाभिधां त्वं ब्रह्म परमं गुह्यं सदसद्भावभावनः नानाशक्तिभिराभातः त्वमात्मा जगदीश्वरः त्वं शब्दयोनिर्जगदादिरात्मा प्राणेन्द्रियद्रव्यगुणस्वभावः कालः क्रतुः सत्यमृतं च धर्मः त्वयि अक्षरं यत्त्रिवृतामनन्ति अग्निर्मुखन्ते किल देवतात्मा क्षितिं विदुर्लोकभवाङ्घ्रिपङ्कजं कालं गतिं ते किल देवतात्मनः दिशश्च कर्णौ रसनं बलेशं जलेशं नाभिर्नभस्ते श्वसनं नभस्वान् सूर्यश्च चक्षुंसि जलं बलं स्मरेतः परावरात्मा श्रेणं तवात्मा सोमो मनोद्यौर्भगवन् शिरस्ते कुक्षिः समुद्रा गिरयोऽस्ति सङ्घाः रोमाणि सर्वौषधिविरुधस्ते छन्दांसि साक्षात् तव सप्तधातवः त्रयीमयात्मन् हृदयं सर्वधर्मः मुखानि पञ्चोपनिषदस्तवेश यैस्त्रिंशदष्टोत्तरमन्त्रवर्गः यत्तच्छिवाक्यं परमात्मतत्त्वं देवः स्वयं ज्योतिरवस्थितिस्ते छायात्वधर्मोर्मिषुयैर्विसर्गो नेत्रत्रयं सत्त्वरजस्तमांसि साङ्ख्यात्मनः शास्त्रकृतस्तवेक्षा छन्दोमयो देव ऋषिः पुराणः न ते गिरित्राखिललोकपाल विरिञ्च वैकुण्ठसुरेन्द्रगम्यं ज्योतिः परं यत्र रजस्तमश्च सत्त्वं न यद्ब्रह्म निरस्तभेदं कामाध्वरत्रिपुरकालगराद्यनेक भूतद्रुहः क्षपयतस्तुतयेन दत्ते यस्त्वन्तकाल इदमात्मकृतं स्वनेत्र वह्निस्फुलिङ्गशिखया भसितं न वेद ये त्वात्मरामगुरुभिर्हृदि चिन्तिताङ्घ्रि द्वन्द्वं चरन्तमुमया तपसा वितप्तं कथन्त उग्रपरुषं नितरां श्मशाने ते नूनमूतिमविदंस्तव हातलज्जाः तत्तस्य ते सदसदोतु परतः परस्य नाञ्जस्वरूपगमने प्रभवन्ति भूम्नः ब्रह्मादयः किमुत संस्तवने वयं तु तत्सर्गसर्गविषया अपि शक्तिमात्रम् एतत् सर्वं प्रपश्यामः न परन्ते महेश्वर मृडनाय हि लोकस्य व्यक्तिस्ते व्यक्तकर्मणः श्रीशुक उवाच तद्वीक्ष्य व्यसनं तासां कृपया भृशपीडितः सर्वभूतसुहृद्देव इदमाह सतीं प्रियां श्रीशिव उवाच अहो बत भवान्येतत् प्रजानां पश्य वैशसं क्षीरोदमथनोद्भूतात् कालकूटादुपस्थितम् आसां प्राणपरीप्सूनां विधेयमभयं हि मे एतावान् हि प्रभोरर्थः यद्दीनपरिपालनं प्राणैः स्वैः प्राणिनः पान्ति साधव प्राणैः स्वैः प्राणिनः पान्ति साधवः क्षणभङ्गुरैः बद्धवैरेषु भूतेषु मोहितेष्वात्ममायया पुंसः कृपयतो भद्रे सर्वात्मा प्रीयते हरिः प्रीते हरौ भगवति प्रियेऽहं सचराचरः तस्मादिदं गरं भुञ्जे प्रजानां स्वस्तिरस्तु मे। श्रीशुक उवाच एवमामन्त्र्य भगवान् भवानीं विश्वभावनः तद्विषं जग्धुमारेभे प्रभावज्ञान्वमोदत। ततः करतरीकृत्य व्यापिहालाहलं विषम् अवक्षेन्महादेवः कृपया भूतभावनः। तस्यापि दर्शयामास स्ववीर्यं जलकल्मषः यच्चकारगले नीलं तच्च साधोर्विभूषणं तप्यन्ते लोकतापेन साधवः प्रायशो जनाः परमाराधनं तद्धि पुरुषस्याखिलात्मनः निशम्य कर्म तच्छम्भोः देवदेवस्य मीडुषः प्रजादाक्षायणी ब्रह्म वैकुण्ठश्च शशंसिरे प्रस्कन्नं पिबतः पाणेः यत्किञ्चित् जगृहुः स्म ततो वृश्चिका हि विषौषध्यः दन्तशूकाश्च ये परे। इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् अष्टमस्कन्धे सप्तमोऽध्यायः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, श्री भागवत शरणं मम, श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम। ओम श्री सूत शरणं मम, श्री शुकदेव शरणं मम, श्री व्यास शरणं मम, श्री नारद शरणं मम, श्री कुमार शरणं मम, श्री ब्रह्मा शरणं मम, श्री विष्णु शरणं मम, श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम, श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं अंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्तेयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामा मुञ्चत कर्हिचितो। नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कन्धः मुक्तिर्हित्वान्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। अथ एकत्रिंशोऽध्यायः। श्री उद्धव उवाच श्री भगवानुवाच। चैंट फ्रॉम मंत्र नंबर 8 to 20। हन्तदे कथयिष्यामि मम धर्मान् सुमङ्गलान् यान् श्रद्धयाचरन्मर्त्यः मृत्युं जयति दुर्जयं कुर्यात् सर्वाणि कर्माणि मदर्थं शनकैः स्मरन् मयि अर्पितमनश्चित्तः मद्धर्मात्ममनोरतिः देशान् पुण्यान् आश्रयेत मद्भक्तैः साधुभिः श्रितान् देवासुरमनुष्येषु मद्भक्ताचरितानि च पृथक् सत्रेण वा मह्यं पर्वयात्रा महोत्सवान् कारयेत् गीतनृत्याद्यैः महाराज विभूतिभिः मामेव सर्वभूतेषु बहिरन्तरपावृतम् ईक्षेतात्मनि चात्मानं यथाखम् अमलाशयः इति सर्वाणि भूतानि मद्भावेन महाद्युते सभाजयन्मन्यमानः ज्ञानं केवलमाश्रितः ब्राह्मणे पुल्कसेस्तेने ब्रह्मण्येर्के स्फुलिङ्गके अक्रूरे क्रूरके चैव समदृक्पण्डितो मतः सर्वेष्वभीक्ष्णं मद्भावं पुंसो भावयतो अचिरात् स्पर्धात् सूया तिरस्काराः साहङ्कारा वियन्तिः विसृज्य स्मयमानान् स्वान् दृशं व्रीडां च दैहिकीं प्रणमेत दण्डवत् भूमौ आश्वचाण्डालगोखरं यावत् सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भावो नोपजायते तावदेवमुपासीत वाङ्मनः कायवृत्तिभिः सर्वं ब्रह्मात्मकं तस्य विद्ययात्ममनीषया परिपश्यन्नुपरमेत सर्वतो मुक्तसंशयः अयं हि सर्वकल्पानां सद्ध्रीचीनो मतो मम मद्भावः सर्वभूतेषु मनोवाक्कायवृत्तिभिः न ह्यङ्गोपक्रमे ध्वंसः मद्धर्मस्योद्धवाण्वपि मया व्यवसितः सम्यक् निर्गुणत्वादनाशिषः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Om Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Namaha. Om Sri Krishnaya Namaha. Naradaya Vedavyasa Shuka Brahmarshi Namaha. Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha. Having saluted all of them, wishing you all a very wonderful, colorful, bright, knowledgeful, devotional Deepavali. Today is the Deepavali festival, where story-wise the elimination of Bhaumasura, Narakasura by Lord Krishna. Thus, the darkness in every house created by this fellow is eliminated, and thereafter people have celebrated by lighting the lamps in their houses. And that's how the Deepavali from that time onwards is being celebrated, they say. In the same way, in our life also, the dark Narakasura, who makes himself and everybody miserable by his ignorance, delusion, and all the samsaric vrittis and pravrittis. It is only Lord Krishna coming, showering His grace, that this wrong ego with all its wrong traits is eliminated, so that our life for us and our life wherever we go becomes full of colorful, bright, brilliant knowledge with jnanam. So Krishna removes Narakasura, Krishna lights the lamp of knowledge in our heart, so that we live life on the basis of Tattva Jnanam, Atma Jnanam only. That is the meaning of Deepa Avali. Avali is sequence of lamps. Matlab, without gap, continuously, the one after the lamps are there. So to every Bharatiya, every Sanatana Dharmi for that matter, everyone in the world, invoking Bhagavan Krishna's Kripa, eliminating Narakasura in our heart, lighting the lamp of Jnanam, we should live the Jivitam on the base of Bauddhika Jnanam, Atmiya Jnanam, not on the base of Mana projection of all Raga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodha, and Indriyas involvement in the world. All this is ignorance, all this is delusion. What we live life now, absolutely wrong. Absolutely binding for ourselves and everybody. The true real life is lived only when we live it on the base of Jnanam, gained at the Buddhi level on the guidance of Guru through the Shastra. So today is that way Deepavali. And befitting to today's festival, the topic we are under discussion or studying is of that Jnana Jyoti only. In that Bhagavan is teaching us the Bhagavata Dharma. And befitting to today, we are given these knowledges full of light. So beautiful it is. Now, to the surprise, what we can see is when beautiful Vedanta Jnana of Anvaya Vyatireka Sadhana was told, Uddhavji says, it is tougher, give me the simple sadhana. Now, I tell you, simple but most effective liberating sadhanas are given by Krishna only in 10 to 15 slokas. When understood and practiced, they are so effective and powerful to remove all ignorance and ignorance caused bondages and give us mukti. But our misfortune is what? When the tough sadhanas are told, we say I can't do. When the simple sadhanas are told, we take them for granted, never give value importance to them. In both cases, we deny ourselves the opportunity of doing sadhana and growing spiritually. Either there or here, become committed in trying to understand every word said by Krishna and the sadhana indicated in that in all its details and depths, and try to imbibe the theory and practice it. Then see easily the siddhi happens to us of freeing ourselves from all inner and outer bondages and experiencing presence of Paramatma everywhere. Actually, these only 15 slokas as taught by Krishna, if they can be made as Anushasanam right from childhood for all the human beings, enough for giving them mukti. No other literature of the अन्य शास्त्र is required to compel. इतना पढ़ाओ बाकी सारे शास्त्रों का साधना इसमें आ जाता है. उतना सिंपली सब कुछ है. Only thing is we should have that heart to feel for that sadhana, that intellect to understand it, then the mind willing to practice it, and the senses and body with fully controlled, cooperating, it's a mukti giving thing. And to you and I, today being Deepavali, let us commit that these 15 slokas we thoroughly digest in our intellectual understanding, every bit of it, every word of it. And let this entire year, till next 20 days Deepavali comes, we will do the practice of them. Write down. They may be 15 or 20 sadhanas. None of them are too difficult or impossible. If no sadhana is difficult actually. We make it difficult because of our non-liking and non-inspiration. That liking inspiration not there because all our liking is carried away or taken away by the delusion and worldliness, which is nothing but binding us. Like for example, attachment. A person attached to a thing or being, was he ever happy? A person, especially when you are attached to anybody it is, are you ever happy? Even for whatever reason you are attached with that person, that particular anandam he gave you, let us say, a friendly person, or but fir bhi, did you get contentment? See the delusion of ours. Nobody in the whole universe, right from beginning of creation till the delusion, with any of the thing or being of attachment, got the happiness. Never, and yet he gets attached. That is the terrible power of Maya. So to desire, which is the desire of this world, is ended by fulfilling or involving in, if not for giving it up. But yet we have desires, we want to fulfill. All this bevakufi, pakka Maya. And in that we are lost by our choice. That's why the liking and desire, conviction for this simply looking sadhana also we are not getting, we are not doing sadhana. Like when daily classes are going on. What disease, what rog, what problem, what bevakufi for not coming. Can't you find the time? Can't you manage your schedule and sit here with a book and go on imbibing knowledge? But the people with so much of funny egos and their own priorities and all, they just get lost in the world. They get lost, that's all. You can't question them, you can't tell them, you can ask them, because that is the power of their delusion. They justify their delusory these things by all logics, by all arrogances, by all examples, by all, if they don't work, sentiments and emotions and all. If none of them work, they use the anger. This Swami tells us like that. If you don't attend his class, will he die or what? Will we die or what? I'll see to it that I will not go to his class. What a powerful delusion every one of us are in. Understand it. Because so much, this is called as the Medhaya Pihitaha in our morning Taittiriya Bhasha. Again and again, same examples. Like a TV addict addicted to TV, a drinks addicted to drink, a smoker addicted to smoking. We are all addicted to samsara. Bahirmukhata, Indriya Vilolyata, Manasankalpa, Manokamana, all of that we are addicted. Therefore, the actual bliss giving, the actual liberation giving, the actual ananda giving, spirituality, the study, the understanding sadhana, we don't go even towards that. And if at all somebody is a guide for us, equally stupid and more stupid than us are the people whose guidance we take, whose silent inspiration we take. You know, either we ask them, take guidance, look at them and get inspired in doing same nonsense as they are doing. Not we find a great Mahatmas, Mahabhaktas, Yogis, Sadhakas as our inspiration guidance, take their opinion, do sadhana. No. Without karma chikitsa, vrutta vichikitsa, we involve in our own stupidity. If at all there is a vichikitsa is there, instead of asking Brahmana, Sammarshana, Yukta, Yuktaha, we ask those people who are doubly useless than us, and they tell क्या जरूरत है साधना का, क्या जरूरत है spirituality का, अब 10 साल के बाद देखें, 20 साल के, you are only 70 years, let us start at 85. What did Bhagavan told in Gita? Last moment, remember me, I give you mukti. What it means? He told, don't remember me till the last moment. He said, Sarveshu Kaleshu Mamanasmara Yuddhacha. But that sloka they don't chant. Understand? Today is the Deepavali day where not only we clean our outer houses and the body and wear new clothes, we have to clean out our own mana buddhi, shudder out them of all the cobwebs or the dirt that is accumulated, of all the illusion, confusion, delusion and ignorance, because of which we are not approaching our own redeeming sadhana of spirituality. Commit today that the light of knowledge of Shastras will be lit eternally continuously in my heart, and my life will be lived only according to that, with the purpose indicated by the Shastra to know the self. If this is not done, hundreds of Deepavalis will come and go. वो ओनली पटाखे फोड़ेंगे, कुछ मिठाइयाँ खाएंगे, ऐसे हंसते मुस्कुराते एक दूसरे को हैप्पी दीपावली बोलेंगे. उसका अर्थ कोई पता ही नहीं किसी को. Please remember, Deepavali is different for each. Some only enjoy the holiday, some go to their own villages and all. Some people clean the house, some people distribute sweets. All North India, they make dabba dabba and spread it everyone. Finally, all their dabbas come to them. They sit and make a sweet shop. Some people do the cracker, some new clothes. Only many, very few know Deepavali is a beginning of the knowledge in us. You and I, as seekers of truth, students of spirituality and scriptures, for us, Deepavali is actually every day happening. We are studying all Shastras, but today is more commitment. Never ever compromise with these things. Now, having said so, already we saw in two shlokas, around 10 to 12, Bhagavata Dharmas, Bhagavan told, when we practice them, we will be loved by the Lord. Lord blesses us, then all the limitations, all the ignorances from us go away. The knowledge starts happening in us. Accordingly, we can see the sea change in our life. In this way, in the next 12 shlokas, he goes on guiding us. So, what was the first one? Ki hantate kathaishyami dharman mama sumangalan yan shraddhaya acharan martyaha mrutyum jayati durjayam. We told you yesterday, when these Bhagavad dharmas are practiced, the most impossible mrityu also is conquered. He becomes amrita. If the mrityu only is conquered, what to talk about all other problems which are lesser than the mrityu, that they cannot be conquered or transcended? With the practice of this, there should be no doubt. मृत्यु को भी जीतेगा का अर्थ क्या हुआ? मृत्यु से कम वाले बाकी सारे समस्याएं, दुख, बंधन, वो सब भी पार कर लेगा if one practices these things. So one by one we saw. First, what was that? Karmani kuryatu. We must be an active, dynamic involver in the field of activity. That's the beginning. Okay, we are not a dravya now. We are coming to the kriya. Well, we are all living beings. Living beings use dravya to use the kriya shakti. Then only when the kriya shakti used, then slowly it gets molded into jnana shakti. If the kriya shakti itself is not used, then it gets molded into dravya shakti, wherein we become dead matter only. Like Deepavali comes, everybody becomes active and they start working. How come that kriya shakti came? It was ever there, but never used. They were every day coming from office, sitting in the sofa, doing nothing, becoming dravya only. We from dravya came to kriya shakti. From kriya to jnana shakti we have to involve. Or kriya shakti should be modified to become the jnana shakti. In all the dead matter, only dravya shakti is there. In all the living beings, kriya shakti is there. क्रिया शक्ति को सस्टेन करते करते हुए उसको हमें ज्ञान शक्ति में बदलना है. If you don't do kriya with the kriya shakti, it goes into dravya shakti. Therefore, kuryat karmani is first thing Bhagavata dharma. Therefore, a Bhagavata is never without doing the action. Point 1. 2. Which action? Sarvani karmani. All actions. No sparing. All actions include all which is supposed to do. So, the Varnashrama dharmas is supposed to do, as well as we discussed the other day, the Nitya Naimittika and Prayaschitta karmas is Nirantara supposed to do. Sarvani karmani kurya. So, his whole day should be filled with the disciplined, well-planned, most urgent, necessary activities. Those 4 hours of rest, those 3-4 hours of in between, half an hour eating and all, okay, but remaining 16 hours, we have to keep on being on the activity. Okay? And remember, throughout these Bhagavata dharmas, when they are taught, so to any of the Adhyatmic sadhanas they are taught, nowhere in between any excessive rest, relaxation, or any unnecessary obligations, or any, as we think today, entertainments are included in that. The one who rests, he rusts. The one who entertains unwanted things, he loses his time and energy. And the one who thinks he is enjoying or entertaining himself in the world is not a seeker of goals, especially is never a seeker of higher goal as spirituality. For a spiritual goal-oriented person, doing sadhana itself is entertainment. Excelling in the sadhana itself is enjoyment and achievement too. He cannot even a moment waste on the name of anything or any pretext, any reason, waste his time in any of the enjoyments. Enjoyment is for those people who don't enjoy their goal and means. That's a very lower level of life. The higher level में कहीं भी साधना में कहीं नहीं लिखा है आधा घंटा जाके घूम के आओ, 1 घंटा सिनेमा देखो, रिलैक्स हो जाओ. कहीं राम काजू कीने बिनु मोहि का विश्राम. These are all like tea, coffee. They are never in the part of food, but they're added. We get addicted to them. So do all the entertainments are added and got addicted to them. Those who are not fully convinced about the goal, for them the entertainment. But we are convinced of goal. In that goal only we are exhausted, tired. For some time we may sleep. Even if we are tired, if you want relaxation, that relaxation also we find only in something spiritual, like Vibhishana and Hanumanji. When they met each other in this way, when we are talking to each other about the Bhagavan's Mahima, Bhagavat Krupa Mahima, what Tulsidas writes there, you know that? Pava Anirvachya Vishrama. Ihi Vidhi Kahata Sunata Ramakata Gunanama Pava Anirvachya Vishrama. भगवान का नाम कथा कहते भी ये अनिर्वाच्य विश्राम हनुमान जी को मिल गया. पूरा थकावट ऑफ क्रॉसिंग 100 योजनास. All this detailed understanding is called the understanding of one sentence said by Krishna as Bhagavata Dharma, called as Kuryat Sarvani Karmani. And this is only analysis. Then come to understanding. Then make it a conviction. Then start doing it. Keeping a time target of 6 months or etc. We have to become habitually a Sarva Karmani Kuryat individual. Then only the first Bhagavata Dharma we have done. करते करते मरेंगे लेकिन बिना करे मरे हुए जीवन नहीं जिएंगे. Did Krishna any time got any involvement, entertainment or wastage of time? Through all his seeming entertainments also, he was only teaching to all the bhaktas around how the Bhagavan gets pleased when you are dedicated to him, surrender to him. He only demonstrated the pure love. He demonstrated egolessness through all those leelas. They are seemingly leelas outside, but consciously we look into them, they're all trainings, they're all teachings given by his own performance. So to Puja Gurudev like Mahatmas, they never are in involvement or entertainment. When they have informal meeting, it's not time pass or entertainment. Even in that also, they're conscious to guide. Through their sentences, through their gestures, through their jovial interactions. सिखाते ही जाते वो लोग, याद रखना. They don't justify. Not performing. So Kurya Sarvani Karmani is a big jolt in our life to eliminate all extra taking rest or entertainments, etc. And whatever the great sadhanas or obligations we avoided so far, under any pretext, we just rectify ourselves and we keep on a performer. He is the person who is not allowing his personality to fall from the Rajoguna to Kriya Shakti to the Dravya Guna, the Tamo Guna. और ये देखो अनजाने में ही हम सबके जिंदगी का आधा हिस्सा तमोगुण में चला जाता है. जानना है हमको कि हम तमस से रजस में आए, फिर भी तमस खींचता रहता है, उसको मौका नहीं देते हुए रजस में से हमको सत्व में छलांग लगाना है. Again I am repeating. We have evolved from tamas to rajas. But at the same time, the tamas goes on pulling us down, not giving it even a little chance. We have to continuously, relentlessly, should be in rajas, only to jump into the next stage of sattva guna. Hope you have caught it. If you have caught it, you have received the DEEPAAVALI gift from the entire Bhagavata Acharyas. Kuryat sarvani karmani. Clear? One point is set. Second one was told was what? Ki madartham. Slowly, karma, everything which we are doing, do it for the sake of Paramatma. उनके लिए कर रहे हैं, करके bring the God. When the work is offered to the Lord, that work becomes worship. The worship, when they are done for a long time, by His grace, the wisdom comes. When the wisdom comes, the inner mind becomes calm and quiet. That is why in all the websites, it is written as www. They say COM, I say it CALM. So W, work. Make it as W, the worship. Allow the Lord to make it as W, wisdom. So work, worship, wisdom, dot, calm. Enter into your own experience of the self. We are spiritual seekers. We need Paramatma to experience. It comes only by His grace. His grace comes when we offer everything to Him. Everything is every karma, everything related to every karma. So Madhartham is the second Bhagavata Dharma told. Kurya Sarvani Karmani Madhartham. So isme Madhartham is what? First of all, Bhagavad related Upasana karmas we have to start involving and giving. Apart from that, any of the social services out of our own interest we started doing in the beginning, which is a part of the evolutionary stage, that also we offer it to the Lord. At the third level, our regular obligatory duties, they also have to be offered to the Lord. So, in a layman's language, understand all karmas means these three: your own duties, your own services, your own worships to Paramatma. These three have to be done for the sake of Paramatma. Like I am in a government employee. So I am serving the government for my own salary. I am at the lowest level. I am doing this job for the sake of government, but salary is given to me for my survival. It is second level. Work is same, salary is same. Attitude in the mind is changing. From this, when I evolve into the next level, where I am doctor, lawyer, engineer, politician, whatever the type of the work I am given, I am doing that only for the sake of God, then it becomes spiritual. Duty की बात होती है. Same way, you are serving through some organization, some cause. Every one of us at one period of time, for some time or the other, join some services. So that also, first of all, service we do for our satisfaction. It's a good evolution. Later on, we serve that for the organization or for the cause. Later on, they all remain. I get my own share of peace and happiness by doing. By my contribution, the organization also helped. But my attitude has changed. Neither I am doing for me, nor the organization, or the people anywhere. Only for the God, I am a member in that organization and doing it. Then what happens? That service becomes devotion. Third level is the upasanas. Take the Lord, whether you go to the temples or all, whether you go to pilgrimages or all, whether you have the Bhagavan put in your own house and you are doing everyday worship. In the beginning, you do the worships for your own sankalpas. Hey Bhagavan, dhan do, daulat do, ye do, wo do. Later on, we add to this the other thing that let the whole world be happy. Let my family is happy, relatives are happy, friends are happy, even the unknown person also happy. With that sankalpa, I do puja. At the higher level, all these pujas I am doing, O Lord, Tadiyam Vastu Govinda Tubhyam Samarpaye, for pleasing you. Then those upasanas also become the worship or the puja of the God, which is called Bhagavata Dharma. That is the meaning of Madhartham. So then remember, when we are doing it for the sake of God, the love in the work, the discipline in the work, the commitment in the work, the perfection in the work should be an expression. Because to the beloved, when you do the work, you don't do it half-hearted. Then it is not an expression of love. That means you don't love. Your mother doesn't cook food for the children properly, like my family, she doesn't love them. If she loves, she makes such a wonderful khana. So too, if you love me or these classes, you never miss even one day. Any of the days you are missing means that you don't want that much love, your love is somewhere else. Or you have lost it. Anybody, nothing is permanent, that's okay. But the example. So Madhartham is second sadhana. Not for my sake, not for anybody's sake, only to please my Paramatma I am doing. The point is what here? In our understanding and mind, Bhagavan's presence should keep on increasing. Consciously. Not one action I have done and given it to him, or after doing the action, suddenly I remembered him because it said in Bhagavata, Chalo Krishna, aapko main samarpan kar raha hu, upar se कहना. Like whenever we meet a Mahatma, इतने मीठे मीठे ऊपर ऊपर बातों से बोलते हैं, स्वामी जी आपको मिलकर दर्शन को धन्य हो गया. Nothing is felt inside. ये आदत से मुंह से. Like any some of the professional politicians, they speak out so wonderfully, but inside the heart खाली खाली. ऐसा नहीं होना. सर्वाणि कर्माणि कुर्यात को सर्वाणि कर्माणि मदर्थ कुर्यात में हमें ऐड करना है. Therefore, every karma for the sake of God. Clear? Okay, in that the Kartrutva, we should know that it is Bhagavan who gave me the power, gave me the ability, gave me the permission, gave me the opportunity to do the work. So too the instruments that are there with which I am working given by him. So too the opportunity given to me also is given by him. And whenever the phala comes, all that also is offered to him. That is whole thing offering to the Lord called as karma offering to Paramatma Madartham. Second one. Third one is what? Smaran. In this way, the result should be seen in what? All the time we are remembering the God only. Clear? पहले काम कर रहे थे, भगवान को भूल गए, काम का फल जो मिल रहा था उसमें इंडल्ज हो रहे थे. स्लोली आप काम कर रहे हैं, दृष्टि फल पे नहीं है, परमात्मा के ऊपर है, क्योंकि मदर्थम कहा गया. While doing मदर्थम we are remembering God. Slowly what's happening? The smarana of the Lord is more than the karma and karma phala and offering to him. That is the meaning of slowly the kriya shakti becoming the jnana shakti. That we are remembering the God. You are aware of the Lord. Later on, the nature of the Lord will be told to us. We think about, we contemplate on Him, and we discover Him to be that Satchidananda Swarupa, which is all pervading, and it is me only. वो बात की बात. But फिलहाल तो स्मरण. So इसको इधर से उधर से इधर. First कुर्यात, second कुर्यात सर्वाणि कर्माणि, third कुर्यात सर्वाणि कर्माणि मदर्थम, fourth कुर्यात सर्वाणि कर्माणि मदर्थम माम अनुस्मरण. Reverse from the उधर से करो. माम अनुस्मरण. पहले मुझे याद करो. Then when you याद करो me with love, then you should feel like doing something for me. Therefore मदर्थम. मदर्थम what? सर्वाणि कर्माणि. क्या करें? दूसरों से कराना है, खुद करना है. Like some of the householders, whenever any of the guests come, then they call an extra servant and get all the food done. But when a Mahatma comes to their house, they themselves cook it. That is called as Madartha. You understand the joy of doing for a Mahatma, and that Mahatma feels it also. The house lady, they have made it for me, and they take that prasad, and so much blessings they give. So स्मरण करते हुए भगवान के लिए कुछ करने की इच्छा से कुछ स्टार्ट करते हुए सब कुछ उनके लिए करना. यहां से देखो तो करो, सब कुछ करो, उनके लिए करो, उनको स्मरण करो. See, if you pause here, contemplate how many clarities come to us in these two padas or one line of the sloka only, indicated by the Lord as the Bhagavata dharmas. Therefore, if you don't remember God, that time you are not Bhagavata. If you are not offering the karma to the Lord, that time you are not Bhagavata. If you are not doing your own Vidyukta dharma, you are not Bhagavata. Other than your dharma, you are doing adharma, you are only a दुष्ट व्यक्ति ओनली. है ना, काम्य निषिद्ध कर्म कर रहे हैं, तो वी आर नेवर इनटू स्पिरिचुअल साधना. कुर्यात् सर्वाणि कर्माणि मदर्थम माम स्मरण शनकैहि means what? It won't happen just like that. Keep on improving upon yourselves with your own conscious efforts. Enjoy karo. First line is explained. Second line is what? Later on, come to the higher level of sadhana of Mai Arpita Manaha, Mai Arpita Chittaha. Mana, you include buddhi. Keep on doing the arpana of the mana to Bhagavan. How do you do? Anything you do with the mana, do that only related to Bhagavan. Or related to Bhagavan only the things you do with the mana. Mana ka, जैसे मैंने कल कहा, mana is the state of emotions. Mana is the power of projection. Mana is the imagination. Mana entertains the thoughts. Mana has got, all this, do it for sankalpa vikalpa, does it. Bhagavan ka ही करते रहना. That's called Mai Arpita Manaha, which is a higher sadhana. And the difficulty is here only. We give material things to the Lord, but mana we give to our own deha. Mana we give to our own family members or friends or relations, somebody whom you love. और वेदांत अध्यात्म में क्या है ना, मन बुद्धि चित्त अहंकार भगवान को देना है, not the only भौतिक विषयास. And all of us never understand this. For even hundreds of lives, till we study such Bhagavata Purana or listen from our gurus and acharyas, that giving to God is not the material things only. That's only beginning. Later on, the Manabhuti Tankara, we have to offer it to Him. Then only the Jiva Bhava dissolves. So, there where the Jiva was expressing, there alone now the divinity expresses. So, these things we have to note. So, Maya Arpita Manaha is next to Bhagavata Dharma. Now, at this moment, look into our minds. To how many people and things our mana is arpita through raga, through dvesha, through kama, through variety of the relativity. See, just now we studied, no? In that Bhagavad Purana, that भगवान शिव को मांगना था, ये हालाहल जो आया है, भगवान आप ले लो करके. All the devatas, when they praised Bhagwan Shiva, now it's even thought came to me, कि भगवान शिवा is praised as Parabrahma and Sarvashaktiman Ishvara. And this is Vishnu Purana, Bhagavatam to. So भागवत के विष्णु पुराण में, विष्णु के भागवत पुराण में, how come Shiva is praised? Yaar, Shiva and Vishnu are not two. For Shiva Bhaktas is Shiva, for Vishnu Bhaktas is Vishnu. Whether it is Shiva or Vishnu, all the powers are same. Therefore, all the prayers are equally applicable to both. So all Vishnu Bhaktas should now be clear that Shiva also same Vishnu only. About Shiva in your own Vishnu Purana it is written. Beautiful stuti. It is all stutis which are done for Vishnu in Bhagavatam, all of them put together, the essence is done there for Lord Shiva in the SAAGARA Mathana 7th chapter, asking him to hala take. Then he takes permission of Parvati ji and consumes, and it keeps here Nilakantha. And then the great sloka, only Mahatmas who are ready even to sacrifice their life for others, they can do it. Lord Shiva is like that. But he is the Mrityunjaya. What the Alahala can do to him? And other than him, nobody could do that feat, including Narayana. Narayana is busy as Kachapa, will come as Mohini, will come as Dhanvantari. He cannot take poison and all. So, Kuryat Sarvani Karmani Madartham Shanakaihi Smaran. Then comes the Maya Arpita Manaha. So, in that, what was telling, why I quoted that Shiva story was, Bhagavan Shiva is explained there as Mata, Pita, Bandhu, Sakha. Everything is he only. That is what is said, if you just remember it. I'll just say for you a minute only. पढ़ रहे हैं तो पढ़ो अच्छी तरह, हो ना. In that portion you can see Ashtama Skandha mein, you see ki what was said there. See, Tvam Brahma Paramam Guhyam Sasad Bhavanaha Ishvaraha, all that, Agnir Mukham, all Vishwarupa of Lord Shiva is explained. Then later on, Itam Parashama Ahopata, he is everything beautifully. So Sura Tamutshipyam Devasam Nirmatya Tvameva Sarvata Kusala Pravartinaha Nana Shaktivihi Nirmamatho. It's a beautiful sloka. Sri Shiva Vacha. So he is praised as everything is you only, a Bhagavan for us. So in this way, Manaha, main point is what? Maya Arpita Manaha is the most toughest thing. Any time the mana, when it is in the waking state, it should have only Paramatma in it as a theme and content. Now, how much Vairagya is required if one has to come to that level? And only thing is we have to seek that my mind should be Arpita to God and put this desire in front of Lord. He sees to it that. Now remember, very secret I am sharing. He sees to it that to whomever things or beings were attached in our mana, because of which we are not able to do our mana arpana to Bhagavan. Bhagavan sees to it that all of them are slowly given up or withdrawn. He will play variety of the jadus. What are they? We don't know. Either he may give vairagya to us only, or he may give us that understanding that what I am attached to that person for a particular reason. I myself have detached from that. Like I'm a consumer of milk products. So every day I go to the milk booth and get the things. Suddenly a thought comes, somebody tells me that all dairy products should not be consumed. And I am decided. Then I stop going there. तो भगवान चाहे मुझे विवेक देंगे या वैराग्य देंगे, और जिन जिन व्यक्तियों से हमें वो अटैचमेंट है, ही प्लेस दिस पावरफुल थिंग दैट दे स्टार्ट लीविंग यू, दे स्टार्ट डिसलाइकिंग यू, and you are surprised and you are miserable also for some time. I am loving that person so much, all that why they are going away. Yeah, they are going away because you prayed that you want to do your mana arpana to Bhagavan, but now your mana is arpita to them. You are not having your own personal vairagya to get out of them. Therefore Bhagavan makes them leave you and go. The best example is Urvashi and Pururava. Bhagavan made Urvashi to leave Pururava and go. He cried, Jaye, Tishte, Gore, all that he said. He cried, he suffered, maybe for a month or a year, we don't know, but that was not eternal. Slowly, that pain made him get detached, and never ever he got attached to anybody in the future. He used all his mind sources by going into the company of sadhus, learned from them the Bhagwan and Bhakti and Jnanam. He practiced and realized without any attachment to anything else through doing the arpana of his mana to Bhagavan. पूछना है मन से, भगवान से. मैं तो ये पूछता हूँ, भगवान प्लीज see to it that my mana buddhi chitta ahankara are totally offered to you. On this Deepavali day, I am ensuring or reassuring or what do you say, renewing this my prayer from the deep core of heart. See to it that in this prayer of mine, there is no malice, there is no impurity, there is no doubt, there is no half-heartedness. If at all is there, please make all that, remove all disqualifications and make me really ask you that my mana buddhi chitta ahankara is offered only to you. And to achieve that, what is to be done, you do, and what is to be done by me, make it happen through me. If this one prayer wholeheartedly if we can do, rest it takes care. Remember, with regard to Guru God, they're so powerful to bless us and take us towards the ultimate truth. But the only thing is what? They don't do it unless we, from the core of the heart, ask them. जब कभी भगवान का कृपा नहीं हुआ मेरे मांगने के ऊपर भी, इसका अर्थ क्या है? मेरा जो मांगना है दिल से नहीं था. Realize this fact. If you really from the heart ask him, especially the spiritual things, he will do it because he likes that, he wants that. How the God wants us to go into the world and get caught up in Maya? He wants us to reach near him only. Ask from the Lord कि मेरा मन आपके चरण में लग जाए. Is it not? This we don't do, we can't do now. Because we have so many vasanas, so many desires, so many attractions, addictions, इतने सारा खचरा हमने भर के रखा, तुरंत भगवान की तरफ मन मुड़ता नहीं. It's a pain if you try. But prayer can be done. If you can come to that level of the deep prayer from the core of the heart, that my mana should be dedicated only to the Lord, you have done the best thing to you. It's only a question of few months or days or lives, Bhagavan sees to it that. And such people, when they are born the next life, they are so plain, unattached to anybody. That's why you see the people. Look into your own, my own life. I look into my. How many useless people you are attached? I am attached to. There are some people, not a big Swami and Mahatma, but their mind is not attached to anybody. बस देखो कितना फर्क है. They are living with everybody jovially, lovingly, without getting caught up anywhere. They have friends, they have family members, they have relatives. हर जगह वो लोग हैं, लेकिन किसी में फंसे नहीं. इसका मतलब उनके ऊपर भगवान की कृपा हुई. He might have prayed in the earlier life. So we prayed this life. Next life we will be with everyone, but not attached to anyone. Our problem is what? We are attached to not thousands of things. 3-4 लोग, 2-4 कुत्ते, एक बिल्ली और एक कबूतर, इसके बाद one house, one car. This is enough to destroy our life. Our mind goes only for that. Pray to the Lord. My mana should be arpita to you, O Lord. Can we do this today on Deepavali day? As a gift we ask the Lord to give us. मैं तो पूछ लिया मेरे लिए, मुझे तो भगवान इतना बढ़िया मौका दिया आज भागवत धर्म में, मयि अर्पित मनः. So too, my arpita buddhi. Let the buddhi of ours also arpita to the Lord. So all emotion thoughts belonging to the Lord, related to the Lord, is called as mana arpita to Bhagavan. And Buddhi's point is vicharana, thinking. So when you use the buddhi to think in such a way, in and through every happening, you are seeing Paramatma's presence and grace, and then buddhi is offered to the Bhagavan. सब होने अनहोने में भगवान के ही कृपा को देखना है, उसको कहते हैं बुद्धि भगवान को अर्पण करना. Clear? The higher level buddhi arpana is what? Inquiring about Lord and its nature and His availability and how to attain Him, what are the qualifications to attain Him. All these called as highly spiritual buddhi offering to Bhagavan. Such person विवेक क्या है पक्का पढ़ लेगा, वैराग्य क्या है, समाधि क्या है. His buddhi is full of clear knowledge about all these spiritual practices and qualifications, and he involves in them, he masters them. That is called as buddhi arpita to God. Okay, yeah. When mana buddhi is arpita to the God, what is the sign of it? We have done it or not? Our chitta is arpita to the Lord. What is the chitta? Chitta is whatever the dreams come to us, and whatever the thoughts effortlessly come to us, that indicates what is there in our chitta. Chitta you cannot directly improve or change or attack or remove. Whatever we do with mana and buddhi, that becomes chitta. Yeah. Therefore, we are doing with mana buddhi only Bhagavat related vishayas. The test for that is what? Chitta is full of God. Means what? Whenever you are getting dream is only related to Paramatma. Because dream comes from chitta only. So too in the waking plane, when I have no obligatory compulsory work to do, in the free moment, if I remember eatables, then I am a bhogi. If I remember the TV, then I am an entertainer. If I remember the people, etc., then I am attached to them. You understand? But if I am remembering Bhagavan, my chitta is for the Lord. चित्ता इज कॉन्शियस माइंड और बुद्धि से कुछ भी हम जो बाहर कर रहे हैं ना, उसके पीछे जो बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक लगातार चलता है, उसको चित्त कहते हैं. Is it not the background music going on even now for you while listening? That's the working of chitta. And what it is, each one has his own. Some people have the common thing every time. Some people, depending on the occasion, that thing is entertained in chitta. Like in your mind, what is there? Once the class is over, we'll go and light the lamps and celebrate a Deepavali. That पीछे जो चल रहा है, बुद्धि आपका क्लास को सुन रहा है, मन में एनालाइज कर रहा है, मन सुन रहा है, बुद्धि एनालाइज कर रहा है, but चित्त going on पीछे. If the background music continuously is of Bhagavan, then you can say that you are chitta is offered to him. Like in cinema also, when the dialogues are silent, the background music is more. When the dialogues are going on, background music also is going on all the time. That is a chitta. So my arpita manobuddhi and chitta is the fifth or sixth Bhagavata dharma. Kurya sarvani karmani madartham smaran mayarpita manaha buddhi chitta. Each one have to be offered. Some offer the mana but not buddhi and chitta. Some offer buddhi and not mana and chitta. Yeah. Then last one is what? Mad dharma atma manoratihi. This we explained exhaust yesterday in the mana. All the sadhanas indicated by the Lord. We have to remember them and love them and feel like doing them, want to do them, enjoy them. And some of those great ladies, mothers, I have seen so many of them. They make small pushpa mala, itna hi chota, tulasi mala for the sake of Bhagavan. Somewhere they said daily Bhagavan ko pul mala apne haath se bana ke chadao. So that Bhagavata dharma of making pushpa mala for Lord and offering has got in her mana so much, and she is doing rati or ramanam or enjoyment of that. Some people make that rangoli for the Lord. Some put that beautiful chandana kunkuma. Some people make a good naivedyam for Paramatma. Some people daily clean that puja room. अरे यार क्या कर रहे हो इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है, किसके लिए कर रहे हो, कैसा कर रहे हो, भगवान के लिए प्रेम से. Then you are in bhakti. Any small little work you do for God, it is enough for Him. See that Gilahari example? Although we have not found in तुलसी रामायण, वाल्मीकि रामायण, अध्याय, किधर ही गिलहरी नहीं है, अरे कहाँ से आए हो? But still, small work it has done, Bhagavan blessed it. Clear? Last one is Madharma Atma Manoratihi. हाँ, मेरे धर्मों का आपके मनस में बहुत अटैचमेंट और प्रेम और आनंद होना चाहिए मेरे धर्मों के लिए. Is it not? But dharma means these Bhagavata dharmas. Like if I love my Gurudev, what Gurudev wants me to do, first of all I should remember them and I should love those things in my heart and mind, and I must keep on practicing. And none of these sadhanas overnight will happen. That's why Shanakai. By saying Shanakai, Bhagavan is not posing any urgency on Uddhavji and all of us. Keep this as goal. Estimate your ability capacity. Make it slowly happen by doing little by little. So this is what is today's thing. Deshan Punyan Samshrayata. Yesterday again we'll see importance of Punyakshetra and all. And you can recollect the great Punyakshetras you have visited and how fulfilling it was. But what to do when we go to Punyakshetra? Well, should we see only the outer places or should we mind something else? Taking all these topics, we'll discuss tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevava Shishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai. For half an hour, now let us study our Tulsi Adhyatma Ramayanam also.